Okay, so, I guess we're in GamerGate 2.0 now. Anyway, so I came across this story about a week ago, and I've been kind of following it, and yeah, now I'm kind of reporting. I know I usually do news like on my Sunday night Console Wars podcast show, but this kind of deserves its own special thing to be done outside of my Sunday night show. And that is this whole debacle with Sweet Baby Inc. And I have heard of this company before this whole Steam incident happened. But in terms of the company itself, I was never really fond of them because they were doing stupid shit that was just royally pissing me off. But it's like, what are you going to do? And now they have stepped over the line. They have gone way too far, and they've basically shot themselves in the foot. And I'm not going to do a in-depth look into what they have done, but basically it all kind of started when a Steam user created this list called Sweet Baby Inc. Detected. It's basically this curated list where it will automatically pull out games from the Steam library. And so if you say want to do a list of okay, this is every action game with a Cyberpunk 5, it'll pull out those games into a list so you can find that. There are these kind of curated lists all over Steam. Well, this guy did one solely for Sweet Baby Inc. games, or games that Sweet Baby Inc. has worked on. Real quick, Sweet Baby Inc. is a consulting firm, and they've been doing a lot of writing in games, and those games that have come out recently, if you've noticed a really shitty moment where they're doing Allegory hammers or shoving politics in your face, good chance it's Sweet Baby Inc. Alright, so this guy made a list called Sweet Baby Inc. Detected, and from this list, you would think, okay, this isn't anything very aggressively anti-Sweet Baby Inc. It's just the title is Sweet Baby Inc. Detected, and even the description of the curated list is a tracker for games involved with Sweet Baby Inc. And that is it. Okay, nothing very negative there. The only thing negative on this guy's curated list that I could find was that each game he had a I do not recommend, or don't recommend this game on every game of the list. That's the most negative thing about this list I can find. There was a lot more games on the list, but then they were removed. I have no idea why they were removed. I guess maybe because the guy couldn't find exact sourcing on said games, and each game now has a thing saying, at this archive website you can see how this is linked with Sweet Baby games, etc, etc. So when this list was created, apparently a lot of employees from Sweet Baby Games Inc. decided to go absolutely insane and try and cancel this person, calling him a racist and a white bigot and whatnot. Come to find out, this guy's from Brazil, and he's Brazilian, not white, and they tried canceling a minority. And so they tried canceling him, and they basically created a Streisand Effect, where basically more and more people started hearing about it, and his curated list was at 10,000 people, when they decided to try canceling him. And now at time of this recording, it's obviously much higher at time of posting. It is at 151,422 followers, and there's a good chance it's going to hit 200,000. And basically, Twitter, Sweet Baby Geek has been the hot topic off to the side of Twitter, or what I like to call Twix, for the past couple of days. it has not gone off of what's happening at all. I mean, there's been a few times it's dropped off for like a minute, but then it pops right back up. Like, this is not going away. And one of the crazy things is, with this Streisand Effect happening, more and more people have started going over the crew of Sweet Baby Ink's like past Twitter posts and past public posts, public, claims, interviews, and it is fucking horrifying that these people, of all the people that get canceled, these people have not been canceled, because I don't like when people get canceled, but if anyone deserves to get canceled, it is these vile pieces of shit at Sweet Baby Inc. I mean, the blatant racism, sexism, and anti-Semitism is just jaw-dropping. And the fact that everyone's like, oh yeah, no, this is fine. This is perfectly okay. Yeah, this is fine. That person made a gay joke! Like, seriously, you want to cancel a comedian for making a joke, but these people who are not making jokes and they're just like saying, yeah, no, I hate this group of people, I hate this religion, I hate this sex, it's like, you're cool with this. Are you just the biggest hypocrite ever? And so, like, I was just completely stunned at how blatantly bigoted and racist and sexist these people are at Sweet Baby Inc. I mean, they make the people at Activision look like saints. You know, the people that were being claimed of being sexist. Those people kind of look like saints compared to Sweet Baby Inc. Granted, I'm probably being very hyperbolic here because some of those people were accused of sexual assault. And was these people haven't been accused of sexual assault yet. It's important to use yet. And so, like, that was surprising. And another surprising thing, not really, because I'm not surprised by this, no mainstream gaming journalist site is covering this. Okay? I mean, the fact that Sweet Baby Inc. is having this whole campaign to expose them for the vile people that they are, crickets. The fact that they tried canceling a guy just making a list of their games, crickets. This is one of the main reasons why I cannot stand IGN, GameSpot, Kotaku. I always confuse GameSpot and GameStop. GameSpot, Kotaku, The Verge. I mean, like, these sites are shills, okay? They are not journalists. They are propaganda machines. They do not want to put out the truth, because this happened once before with Naughty Dog back in 2020. Naughty Dog decided to violate people's rights and freedom of speech back in 2020, and it was fucking crickets with all of them. You even had one of the editors of IGN going, what copyright strikes? And people just tore him a fucking new asshole, because it's like, you're supposed to be a journalist and you don't know about this. He was obviously being a smartass and he knew all about it. If you do not know about the infamous Naughty Dog DMCA copyright strikes of 2020, go look it up on YouTube. Naughty Dog copyright strikes Last of Us. And there are plenty of in-depth documentaries about the horrendous violation of rights that Naughty Dog commit against people. And it's one of the reasons why I will not buy a new Naughty Dog game. Because when you start violating people's freedom of speech, their rights, that is it. You are dead to me. Okay? I mean, you look at, like, Insomniac, who had a game with Sweet Baby Inc., Spider-Man 2, the director basically said fuck you to the fans, and it's like, okay, I don't need to buy Spider-Man 2. You don't need my money for this game. I am not boycotting Insomniac, because Insomniac, even though they made a game with a shitty story, they did not cross the line. And I've already talked about this in previous videos. I think even my last video I talked about this a little bit, but it's worth repeating. They did not cross the line. Rocksteady, another company that made a... I haven't played it, but I think it's safe to say it's a shitty game. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, also involved with Sweet Baby Inc. Your nose a pound there. As shitty as that game is, I will still try their next project if they actually have enough money to make one. A lot of people are saying they're going to go under because of the catastrophe that was Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. That is yet to be seen, but I will give their next game another try because they did not cross that line. Naughty Dog really fucking crossed that line. They like just pole vaulted over that line, and Sweet Baby Inc. has now crossed that line. Okay, when they try canceling a little guy who just wanted to make a comprehensive list of everything they made, that is vile. Okay, he wasn't even really criticizing you guys. It's just Sweet Baby Inc. detected. Here's a list of every game they're attached to, and the most vile thing he did was he just had a don't recommend next to each game. Okay, that's the worst thing he did, and he barely had that many follows. Yes, he had more follows than I do at the point of this recording, but even then it was barely anything. And they decided to try and cancel this guy, and you get what you deserve, Sweet Baby Inc. And so, how is this going to be going forward with me and Sweet Baby Inc.? Because I thought I only had one game from them. Turns out, I have quite a few games from them, to my surprise. And so, I'm not going to get anything else with Sweet Baby Inc. That's it. I'm not getting anything else by them. Now, what am I going to do with the current games I have from them? I'm going to review them. I will play them and review them because I got these before I knew about them. I only knew about one of these having them on as writers. Most of these, when I got them, I had no idea Sweet Baby Inc. were writers on it or a consulting firm on it. And I will still play these and review them. But honestly, there's a good chance I might be getting rid of most of these after I've made my money off them. And so, like, one of the ones that surprised me was Gears Tactics. This was on his list before it was removed. There's a chance that this doesn't involve Sweet Baby Inc., but I would not be surprised. So I will review this, but there's a chance I may get rid of it. And then another one that surprised me, but then again not really, was Starfield, because as much fun as I've been having with this game, there's been some really stupid narrative choices in this game, so that's probably Sweet Baby Game's fault. And then this one I actually knew earlier, Gotham Knights, but I didn't know until after I got this. And I've heard this is infinitely better than Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, but again, that's not saying much. So, I will admit, I actually have been enjoying the gameplay a little bit on that, so that might end up being a more positive review than some of these others. This one, I had kind of like a, okay, that explains so much when I heard about this one. Gears 5, because there is a narrative decision in Gears 5 that is so stupid, so dumb, so insulting to a person's intelligence that I was like, what idiot wrote this? Who came up with this? And then when I heard that Sweet Baby Inc. had some narrative input on this game, it's like, okay, that makes so much more sense. This one, actually, I think this was the one I knew before I got it that Sweet Baby Inc. was involved, but since I already have the entire series, it's like, alright, I'll get it. I hope that they didn't have their grimy hands on us too much, and that's God of War Ragnarok. And so, hopefully, they don't ruin the story too much in this one. I played the first, like, hour. I liked what I played, so I'm hoping that holds up. Then there's Horizon 2 Forbidden West, or just Horizon Forbidden West, and I have this and the DLC, And if they have their grimy hands on the third one, I'm not getting the third one, even though I have I will have had the trilogy. But yeah, no, that's just how fed up with their nonsense I am. If they announce that they are making a new Alien vs. Predator video game, which is a game I have been waiting for, I will not play it. The only way I will play it is if it's like $5 in a little mom and pop store and there's no way they're getting any cash for it. That is like the one exception to some of these games is I may get it if I see it used in a place where there's no way they are going to get any money. But even then, it has to be something spectacular, like a brand new Alien vs. Predator game. Like Alan Wake 2, no interest whatsoever. And then there's Spider-Man Miles Morales that they helped work on, apparently. I'm really hoping that this game is actually about Miles Morales and not about freaking Mary Jane! So fucking sick of that. Give me what you advertise, okay? If you make me a game called Spider-Man Miles Morales, get this, I only want to play as Miles Morales! Supposedly the new Wolverine video game, you're not going to be playing as Wolverine, you're going to be playing as Wolverine as Jean Grey. Now this one doesn't surprise me. Forspoken, this company, Luminous Productions, is now defunct because of how bad the backlash for this game was. Reason why I got it was for the gameplay, because the gameplay actually looked really cool to me. The story sounded like dog shit to me, but I'll try and be fair when I play this. I've played a couple minutes of this. I played the demo, really liked the demo, so we will see. And then one that surprised me a little bit was Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And now that I know they had done work on this and the DLCs, I am not going to get the DLCs for this. Because one, I don't want to support Sweet Baby Inc. anymore. And two, this is like a 500-hour game and I don't need to extend the length of this game anymore. So, yeah, I am done with any new Sweet Baby Inc. games. It's been revealed that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is having their dirty mitts all over it. And I have seen Indiana Jones demeaned and destroyed enough with Dial of Destiny. I don't need to see him broken down and destroyed anymore. And you know, those racist, sexist, xenophobic motherfuckers at Sweet Baby Inc. are going to ruin Indiana Jones any way they can. And so, yeah, I have no interest in anything else they are working on. And so, now, if you want to keep getting stuff from Sweet Baby Inc., power to you. I'm not saying you better, boy. I'm just saying I am no longer getting any more shit that they are peddling. Just like I'm not getting anything else from Naughty Dog, because when you try to cancel someone for simply making a list that's not even that egregious, you're a piece of shit. And Sweet Baby Inc., it shocks me, still has its defenders on Twix, Twitter X. And it's like, these people are defending blatant racism, sexism, xenophobia. And it's just like, really? Really? Okay. And so, I mean, like, yeah, that's pretty much about it. I am doing this video just to keep the dog pile going because I'm sick and tired of this one company destroying all of my favorite legacy characters. They broke down and demeaned Spider-Man. They killed off all the Justice League, with the exception of one, in the most insulting ways possible. Okay? And there's always the defense, well, it can't kill the Justice League. I am so fucking sick of that argument. It's not that the Justice League were killed off, okay? We've had numerous comic books about the Justice League being killed off. It's the way they're killed off that is so disrespectful and insulting. So, please, for the love of all that's holy, stop using that as an argument. But I digress. This has been my experience on the Sweet Baby Inc. firestorm that happened because they tried canceling a guy from Brazil, and it is glorious and it's hilarious, and I hope everyone doesn't let this go, because it's looking like they're going to try and turn this into GamerGate 2.0. And if you don't know, correction, if you've been lied to about what you think GamerGate is, trust me, it is so far worse than you think it actually is. If you truly believe GamerGate was just a bunch of sexist male gamers that couldn't stand that there were women in the gaming circles, you are lying or you're an idiot. Because the real story is far more surprising. I don't have the time to get into it here. It took me a long time to actually get to the real story. Don't Wikipedia it, because it's just a flat out blatant lie on Wikipedia. But anyway, I digress. Go research GamerGate 1 so that you're prepared for GamerGate 2.0, which this seems like it's probably going to turn into. Anyway, my name's Chris O'Connell with 11 Hour Reviews, and that will be all for today.